Hey, thanks for coming to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We, I had to have you on after you saved my butt on that YPN party.
Happy to help. I've been a part of that association for a while, and I didn't want that party to go away.
I was getting guilted all day by Jessica. Like, if this party, you should be there helping set up. You need to be making calls. I'm like, chill, woman.
It was actually the smallest one we've had yet, and on the drive home, I was telling my husband it was my favorite one.
Everyone said that.
Everyone said really intimate, nice.
Everyone said that it was their favorite one. Everyone that was there was like, oh, that was the best one I've ever been to.
Yeah, I loved it.
Maybe because there wasn't so many randos.
Maybe that's what it was.
Because like the other ones are so big, there's always so many random people.
You can't even have like a conversation because it's so loud.
Yeah.
But it was perfect.
I thought it was great.
I liked
Best
it a lot.
white party ever.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It was.
Maybe we'll run it back next year.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, if it's just me and you on the meetings, then we won't have to worry about people not showing up.
Well, and the food was good, so we made a good choice.
The food, dude, I don't ever go to that restaurant. I'm going to go there more often.
That was my first time there to the Corona location.
There's more than one?
There's one in Rancho.
Oh.
So I'd never been to that. I didn't even know that one existed.
It's a great spot.
It's good.
The food was really good. I was upset they didn't have more food.
It was good though.
Yeah.
I liked it.
This show is sponsored by Resilient Real Estate Group, powered by EXP. So, you're thinking about buying and selling soon? Yes, we know you probably know a realtor, your mom's best friend's cousin's neighbor, puts her face on the local shopping cart. But you know what? Our friends at Resilient Real Estate Group have helped hundreds of thousands of people sell houses over the years, and they definitely know what they're doing based on their 5-star review on Google and Zillow. So, it doesn't matter if you're looking to buy $1 million house or a fixer-upper, make sure the next time you're thinking about buying and selling real estate, you give our friends a call over at Resilient Real Estate Group. And now we're back to the show. So why don't you tell everyone who you are?
So I am Krystal Hernandez. I am the owner of Somos Insurance Solutions in Corona, California. I've been in the insurance industry for almost 17 years, and I opened up my own brokerage. It's going to be 2 years in December.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I always try to ask people that start their own business, because that's what you're doing. Do you remember the moment when you made the decision?
I do. I worked at, can I say where I worked?
Yeah, no matter.
So I used to work for Liberty Mutual, and I started noticing my income was kind of like plateauing, but we were offering everybody but Liberty Mutual because the insurance industry was kind of changing at the time. And I'm like, hey, why don't I go sell these companies myself and make quadruple the commission?
That a girl.
Yeah.
So that's why you went on your own?
Yeah. Not easy. I don't think I've slept in 2 years, but it's worth it. I wish I would have did it sooner.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the difference between working for someone and having your own brokerage now?
The contracts are with you directly with the insurance carriers. So when you see those commercials, I have contracts with them directly, and I own the book. So someday if my kids want to get their insurance license, I could pass down that book of business.
Would you advise your kids to do insurance?
At least one of them. I have 3. Yes, I would.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's just so hard because it's our jobs. We kind of, we do kind of the same thing. Is like the longer you're around, the easier the business becomes because you have that book of business. Where like I remember, like people are always like, why doesn't that guy walk away? I'm like, why? He just spent 20 years building this book of business. Now it's like all you're doing is pick up calls. Like, hey, come work with me. Hey, I need this. Hey, renewals. Hey, it's like it's so hard to walk away at the end. Yeah, because it just keeps moving over.
It's like, why would you walk away?
Exactly.
Because you can sell it, but I think, insurance isn't going
different.
Anywhere.
Yeah. You can't, it's like, you sell off to someone, it's not the same thing.
And you work so hard for it.
Would you ever buy a book of business from someone?
I would. I've actually been looking into that. I think that might be coming soon because a lot of baby boomers are retiring. So that might be an option soon. Yeah.
I thought about buying people's leads.
Oh.
Because like they've bought in leads over the years and they're just kind of like sitting in a CRM or in a Excel folder and be like, hey, I'll buy a lead for $5 a lead.
Yeah. In the real estate world, what is that called? Their client base?
What do you mean?
Is it still called like your book of business?
No, we call it like, that would be called your database.
Your database.
Because a lot of people have bought a lot of leads over the years. Like I probably had there's people I know that have 100,000 leads
I bet.
in their database that are just like, we call them what's called ponds. So a pond is like if a lead has ghosted you, like not responded, they go into the pond. And then a lot of teams, what they do is if you're a brand new agent and you come on, your job is called a pond. Got it. And that's kind of like you're fishing, you know? So I thought about buying people's ponds that are maybe out of the industry or retiring or something. Because I don't really want their book of business. Like their past clients is like the odds of them working with me are probably slim to none. I want the data. I want the people's names and information.
Are real estate agents like that organized? Where this pond can easily be like emailed to you?
Loaded
to your
database? I would say that no. It's interesting for me, and I love how this podcast kind of changed it over, but it's good. You're actually asking questions. It's sometimes weird, but it's funny because not in Riverside for the most part, but like the teams I'm around, I've learned that they run their companies like companies.
Got it.
That makes sense.
Yes,
like
yes.
most realtors are just a real estate agent, and that's it. Like they don't run their companies like a company.
Yeah.
Where the people I'm now in circles with outside of this market, like have CEOs, CFOs, integrators, like managers, like all these things, and they pay their people. That's the one thing, is like they pay their people like they're a corporation, not like, oh, you know, like they like interview and they focus and they run their, but those are people doing 500 million to, you know, $1 billion a year. Obviously they have the resources, but in the future, like, but like, what if someone just has like the lease, if they just have an Excel form of all the leads they bought over the years, maybe from Zillow. All right, cool. Give me that information. Let me throw them in my database, see if I can pull a lead out of it. You know? So a little bit different. So you said you haven't slept in 2 years. Why is that?
Because in the beginning, you wear many hats. Like, I designed my own webpage. I had to order my own printing stuff. I actually just hired a virtual assistant about 2 months ago. So that's helped a lot with the customer service. But I went from a pretty good income to zero. So I had to start over when I opened up my own agency.
Oh, when you left?
Yeah.
Did you sign a non-compete?
Correct.
Oh, got it.
You kind of have to in the financial and like insurance world. It was a 2 year.
We do too.
2-year non-compete.
We don't sign non-competes. We sign like you can't approach past clients or people from your database.
Which is hard.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't approach, but I mean, I'd be like, call me back in a year.
But if they call me, if they call you,
yes.
It's very hard to prove.
Yes.
It's very hard to prove who reached out to who first. And,
yes.
I mean, like everyone talks about it, but like I've never seen anyone actually like
me either
lose a commission over it.
Yes. Or I've never seen a corporation come sue a new broker.
Yeah.
You know, for that. Because I was there for 14 years. So I definitely did build a big client base, and I was off and on one of the only bilingual agents there.
So you say you don't regret it, but what is something that you wish you would have known before doing it?
I actually worked for a broker in high school.
Okay.
So I knew a lot.
So you're insurance from like day one.
Yes. And then I went to Cal Poly and graduated, and I got into collections.
Well, that's rough.
Yes. And then after when I graduated, I went back to insurance. So I kind of know a lot about insurance since it's been like a long time, but nothing really. I think I knew a lot, and my degree is in business management. So it's second nature to me. Like I'm really analytical, like I'm OCD like that. So I don't think the things I did learn is through the Small Business Association, like capital, how to get more cash loans for business funding.
See, that's something I've never done. I've never taken on capital. Sometimes I wish I would have, but it's kind of nice being debt free.
Yes, that's why too. So I didn't have to take that because we live within our means, and I'm pretty good at finances. I was actually an accounting major, and then I changed it out. Really?
I'm terrible.
So I treat my business the same exact way. Like terrible. It has a budget, it could only spend so much. It has marketing, X. I got to pay myself X every month. That's
something I've switched this year is after we took on some debt last year because we had a really bad year.
Okay.
Like we lost like 50% last year. And what people don't realize when you own your own business, like just because you lose money, you still have employees and leases and insurance and all the other goodness that comes with it. But I did read the book Profit. I don't know if you ever read it.
I've heard of it. I haven't read it.
But it's like 5 accounts. You pay yourself first, whatever. Like that'll be going into effect 2024 for sure. Good.
Yeah.
Try to be more responsible.
So if I have like a stellar month, we're not like, okay, let's book a vacation. No. Okay, kids, everybody's getting a new pair of whatever. No, I just still pay myself X every month. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just been so weird for us in our market for like since like 2 years. Like last year was kind of good because it was like my first slow year. So it was like, oh shit, okay, it is possible to have a slow year. Yeah. You got to prepare for it. Mm-hmm. You know,
it's also the time to get like organized.
Yeah, you start cutting fat real quick.
Yes.
You start figuring out what you really need.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you realize you don't need all that extra stuff.
You just don't realize like this space. It's like we don't need all this space.
How long were you here?
6 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
I opened this place a year and a half into the industry. I left my first broker. I went on my own a year and a half into real estate.
I moved here.
It was the worst idea ever.
Okay. Well, you
just because it was like I didn't like. I thought, oh, well, we're gonna keep crushing it. Oh, all these people are gonna come work for me, and oh, this is easy to cover the cost. And then it was like, oh, those things didn't happen. And so it was just like a big lesson learned I made.
I'm really optimistic, I would say, but I am also like the oldest of 4 girls, and I'm first generation. Mm-hmm. So I don't give people the benefit of the doubt. I always think, I'm not a thinker either. I just do. Like, I just do it and do it and do it. My kids are like, Mom, what if this? What if it doesn't? Just do it.
Yeah.
So I lost my train of thought.
You're okay.
What were you telling me?
How we made this bad decision coming here because I thought like, oh, all these people are going to come work. Because like...
Yes, we always think if we build it, they will come.
And they won't.
Yes. So I thought that early on. I'm like, okay, we got to pay off all this debt before I quit my job. We got to do this. We got to do this. So we went in like pretty smooth. I saved money. I'm like, okay, I got to be ready because my income's about to get cut in half.
Yeah.
So when I did leave, though, I did save all my vacation hours and they pay those out. So I had like over like 350 hours of vacation. So that's like my little piggy that would pay me the first 3 months. Then what? I had to hit the floor running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. It's definitely scary when you went. I remember signing this lease. I thought I was going to throw up. But like I was dumb. I had no mentors. Like I looked at smaller, way cheaper offices and I was like, "Oh, well, it's going to be a 3-year lease and we're going to be growing and we're going to grow out of the space." And then you realize like I should have done that. I should have just gone step by step by step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I started with that small space at Tiger.
It's smart.
Like my vision is like I'm there. I work remote some days because of the kids, but I'm there a lot of the times, even on the weekends. But my vision is like someday I will have storefront access, but I can't start like that because I don't have the manpower. I'm out sometimes. I'm networking. I'm at functions. I'm speaking at like offices. So who will run the storefront? Mm-hmm. So I was like, let me be up here where it's safe in Corona.
Yeah, like
second floor.
Exactly. Like, and it's. I'm excited. I'm actually kind of excited for the new place for me because it's one, way less money per month, and two, like I don't have to worry about anything. The internet goes out, not my problem.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to worry if someone doesn't turn the AC off. Like.
So you worry about that here.
Yeah, it's if we leave our AC on,
that's your bill.
We can have AC between 8 and 6. Outside of that, it's $40 an hour.
Yeah.
So if someone leaves the air on over the night, or say Friday night to Monday morning, not great.
Here. Has it happened?
You know what? I think it has happened before, but I think it happened in the wintertime, so I don't think the AC kicked on.
Okay.
Because of the temperature.
Got it.
But luckily it never, I would send out, now it's just me and Adrian, so we're good, but like when I used to have agents working here a lot, like I'd have like a auto text that goes out like at 5:50, like turn the air off.
That's smart.
Yeah. It's these little things that you just don't think of.
Even if it's like a shared printer, you don't have to worry about it getting jammed. Like someone will fix it at my office, you know, like it's a shared
It's these
space.
things that just take up time and energy from you that you're not, but I'm taking my printer.
Okay.
Because I print way too much. It would cost me so much money if I printed there. Because like 10 cents a print.
Yeah,
I'd print so much.
Got it.
I print I believe in print.
That's gonna be nice. It's gonna take a lot of weight off your shoulders.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. It's different atmosphere, different chain, different location.
Where is it?
Right down the street from here, downtown still.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's just like Tiger, but same style. Like, but it's other businesses, not just real estate.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Got it.
So would you ever leave Tiger, that office?
I feel like I have a connection there because I've been part of that association for so long. It's so inexpensive. Please don't raise my lease. But I think I would always keep it there and then maybe have like a satellite or a customer service work there and then switch out the
Go somewhere else?
Yeah. Only because I would want someone, that community, that association, to have someone to reference their insurance questions.
Wow. Does she not know?
What?
I'm on a podcast with you.
Why?
Jessica's calling right now. So for you, like, how did you go from, obviously you signed a non-compete. A lot of people will start from scratch. That's the hardest part about business. And I think people totally underestimate that.
Yeah.
Getting business when you're new is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
Like the problems I have now, I would never trade for back then, where you're like, and I had a pretty good, but how did you get started? How did you start driving business when you left?
The day I quit and handed over like my cell phone and my laptop, I started texting everybody I knew, like, hey, I quit. I'm going to start my own agency. All my main sources. I'm pretty sure if they ever watch this, they know who they are because they got that text. And I really just became like really involved in the community.
That's the way you went?
Yeah. I've never paid anything for an ad. And I used to be really responsive. That's how someone would refer somebody. But everything's really organic. I just treat people like the way I want to be treated, and I don't know how to clone myself. That's probably why I haven't hired someone else to work for me yet, but it's worked.
Do you think you'd ever go to paid ads?
I don't really see a need for it. Maybe when the insurance market like balances itself out, because right now we're limited on carriers. I think I don't want to spend money to get someone to call me for something I can't offer.
Got it. That's the hard part right now is like
right?
We don't have any, like since 2020, we've had like, oh cool, I'm buying all these buyer leads, but then I have no inventory for them to show them.
So it has to make sense, right?
Yeah, it has to make sense.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So it just grew organically like that. And then I really hit the pavement every day. Like I won an award for a new business with the National Latina Association with the Inland Empire. And my 17-year-old son like cried when I won, came up to me and he's like, Mom, I don't know anybody who works harder than you do. Like I really work hard every day, like sunrise to sundown.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's paying off.
There you go.
Yes.
Well, you're obviously at Tiger, so do you focus on a lot of people in real estate?
I do. Real estate and lenders. And then the last year and a half or so, I have pivoted to business owners because we do offer commercial insurance.
Got it.
Yeah.
And how are you finding those people?
Again, word of mouth, referrals. So I don't market. It's just whoever I run into, I say what I do, and my name comes up. Sometimes I don't even say what I do. It'll just come up like down the line.
That must be nice.
Yeah. I really work hard and I put myself out there.
I think it's all about conversations.
Yes.
I don't think people underestimate how many conversations you really have to have.
Yes.
And how you have to be like what's the word I'm looking for? Like you have to be so likable. Like people don't understand like when it's your job to be likable and meet strangers and have to figure out how to get them to like you right away. Yeah. It's not the easiest thing. Yeah,
it's not. You're right. Even though like just going to a birthday party though, if someone's talking about insurance and I'll just come up in the conversation, I never even say what I do, but I give my feedback and then they're like, what do you do? I'm like, I own an insurance agency.
I mean, I have never been in conversation. I've never talked about insurance a day in my life. I'm not going to lie. Like
people are talking now. It's all over the news.
Like at no time I've ever talked about insurance. I mean, I know what's going on. I'm a renter, so I have no idea.
But you drive a car.
I do drive a car.
Know. Yeah, it'll come up. Watch.
I've been Progressive forever, so I don't even know.
That's good. We
sure.
offer Progressive. I was Flo from Progressive last year for Halloween.
Were you?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you handling right now? How do you handle? I get really frustrated in the real estate space because a lot of agents are not the greatest people to deal with because there are a lot of not full-time people like us who work hard. How do you handle that aspect? I'm trying to learn this answer for myself. How do you handle that?
You mean like when they're not responsive?
Yeah, when they just don't know what's going on, or you're trying to advise their client or advise them, and they're like, oh, no big deal, and you're like, no, this is going to be a big deal, or this is going to be a problem, or hey, listen, this can't. I think the hard part about it is when you don't do a lot of business, you don't see all the downfalls that happen. Mm-hmm. So then you're kind of I'm jaded. Like in my head, every time I do a deal, I'm like, this can go wrong, this can go wrong, and then other people are like, oh, everything's going to be just fine. Like, no, it's not. It's not going to be just fine. Yes. So for you, obviously insurance is very important.
Yes.
Because you know all the things even after a closing that can happen and making sure people are protected. How do you balance that when people are like, hey, I need the lowest insurance possible so my client can buy this house? And you're like, well, the insurance is not going to be great for them.
So right away, I do try and coach them. I can tell when they're not familiar with the process, like a realtor or a lender. Not that they're newer in the industry, but they're not familiar with what the process is now because it's changed.
Oh, it's different.
Every industry is changing right now so much every week. So I'm big on, I'm going to send you an email. I'm going to generate this video for your client. Please have your client watch that video, and I want you to know this process can take just a week for us to get a valid quote.
What system do you use for your video? Loom. Got it.
That way I know they watched it.
Vidyard's ours that does that.
What's yours?
Vidyard. Vidyard, same thing. So I know they watched it. Yeah.
Got it. You could text that one too? Like
text? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it watches how long and where they watched it, if they shared it, what they watched it on.
Detailed.
They watched it on a desktop, but they watched it on
their
a
phone.
Yeah.
That's neat. I'll have to check that out.
You can have it like an intro, like it could be like moving. You could throw like a title on there.
Oh, neat. You can't do that with them.
And then at the end, you can set up, like if you want to, they can book a call with you at the end.
Ooh, I like that. Vidyard.
I'm going to
have to check that out.
You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. I'm in my bag, got my eyes on the price. You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. I'm in my bag, got my eyes on the price. You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me.
So I tell them, especially when they want insurance and they got to close escrow tomorrow, that's not going to happen in today's state of California.
It's too slow. Like people don't realize how long it takes.
Yes. So I do try and let like social media stuff out. Whenever I talk to someone, as soon as they refer to me, I just realtor, lender, I let them know the process. So they appreciate that. And it does sound like it's new news. So.
Are you cold calling?
No.
You don't cold call agents? Circle prospect agents?
No. What's that?
Like where you like dial it around?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that. No, I don't. I think I really have been doing this for so long.
Yeah. So are you starting to get a lot of more people from your 14 years before?
Yes. Slowly but surely they're coming over from my prior employer. Yeah. But I also do the right thing. Like I say, send me your policies. This is what I have to offer. Like, call them, see if they'll do this. Mine's better, mine's not. Stay there, give me a call again in 6 months.
Smart way to do business.
Because your policy is either 6 months or a year. Like if I'm not for you right now, I'm not for you. I might be, I might not, but thank you for thinking of me.
Do you feel like honesty is really the big key factor for you?
Yeah, big time.
I think too many people feel like they're getting sold all the time now.
I don't sell at all. I don't even smile that much.
Oh, that's shocking. Well, if people know me, I don't either.
So, yeah, I'm like, yeah, but I'm helpful. I am helpful and I like to educate and I like to see everybody save money.
Yeah. So how do you make time for all these other things if you're a one woman show? How do you make so much time for YPN and going to the board meetings and doing all that stuff?
I block out time. That day I wake up extra early. Like I'm a 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. gym person. So if I go to the gym at 6 and I'm up at 5 on my computer for an hour and then I block that out.
Got it. So you go straight to work when you wake up?
Correct.
Why do you do that?
Because I have too much work. But I did hire that virtual assistant. I used to do that 3 to 4 days a week. I only need to do that twice a week now. Right now I have her for about 20 hours a week and I'm planning on bumping her up in January because I'm going on a cruise for a week because I'm going to be 40.
She out of the Philippines?
Yes.
Oh.
And her, I forgot what the person's called. Like, I guess that's a VA broker.
You have a VA broker that got you someone.
Correct.
Yes.
And they specialize in people for insurance industry.
Yeah. It's VAs, like I've thought about going to VA. I don't really need one right now, but nowadays, like I'm trying to get my assistant to try to get her own VA. Because I've heard of that. So busy.
Yes.
She does so many files. I'm like, dude, just go get a VA.
Yeah.
I'm like, they have VA brokers have trained these VAs
and they know your industry.
They know to do TC work.
Yeah.
They're as good as everyone else. I don't like VA ISAs, but that's fine.
Your file person?
What's
it called? Transaction coordinator?
Oh, I have a full-time assistant that does my files, yes.
Would she have to pay for that VA out of her own cost, or is that your cost?
That would be her cost because she also works for other people. So
it really makes sense.
She works for me in another company. Plus outside of business. She's funny. She's someone like Brittany, if you watch this, me not talking shit, but she's like, God, is the market slow right now? I'm like, why? She's like, I'm so busy. I have so many files. I'm telling people I can't work with them. And then I see all these people in my TC groups like, slow. I need business. I'm like, Brittany, only you live in a bubble right now. Like, it's slow. She's like, really? And I'm like, yes, Brittany, it's very slow right now. I said, you're welcome. I was like,
good for her.
Yeah, but it's the same thing, right? She works her ass off. She knows her stuff. She's very responsive. Like, but for me, like, I also respect my employees. Like, a shit ton. Like I tell her like stop working. Like I bought her a second phone. So when on weekends she doesn't take her phone with her anymore, so she stops working.
Got it.
Because I believe in that like so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The balance. So I actually have like really been working on this with my therapist because I'm a workaholic. Like I can't.
But why are you a workaholic, you think?
I don't know why.
Well, your therapist hasn't asked that question? Wow.
Maybe I don't want to share that.
You're on the #1 podcast in Riverside, and we found this out real quick.
You're my therapist now.
Yeah.
So I did we talked about techniques. So 2 days out of the week, I leave my laptop in the car in the PM. Mm-hmm. Because if not, I go to eating dinner, spend time with my kids and my husband. Okay, everybody's winding down. It's 9 o'clock at night. The laptop goes back up.
No, I have no desire. Like, people think I work so much. I'm like, meh.
I wish I did.
I have 2 phones. Brittany has her job. I do my job. Very efficient while I'm at work. When I go home, unless it's like a do or die, I don't check emails. I don't even have email notifications on my phone.
I don't have social media alerts because I think or else I wouldn't work. Because I just have like notifications. I'm a crafty person, by the way. Like I use something called the Cricut a lot.
Oh yeah,
so it's
Cricut,
either gym or Cricut like pop-ups.
my mom worked at Michael's craft store.
Really?
Oh, she worked at my. You want to do Cricuts? Come to my mom's house.
I love my Cricut.
Mom. When I was a kid, our dining room was a craft room.
Table,
walls of paper. My mom worked at Michael's craft store for at least probably almost 10 years.
Wow.
Just to get discount for stuff. Oh my.
That's a good idea.
She has like 3 or 4 Cricuts. Yeah.
I have 2. Yeah, I love it. So
what do you do? Do you do like the photo? Like my mom loved doing photos. Like
I used to do scrapbooks.
She loves scrapbooking.
Not anymore though.
And she gives them to me, and I'm like, I don't want them. Swear to God, ask Jessica. My mom was always trying to pass off scrapbooking stuff to us. I'm
does
like,
she
Mom,
make you a personalized like greeting card, like your birthday card? Is it like? Does she make it?
I barely get a call. No, my mom is a big photo person.
Got it.
So she like took like I think last year she spent all year like organizing all the photos and then put books together. Yeah,
that's so cute.
Yeah, so that's her thing. So that's your thing.
I do. I like to make personalized gifts though. Or like table toppers for like someone's birthday.
Got it.
That kind of stuff.
I want to get a Cricut for handwritten notes.
You should.
Because I bought a handwritten machine and I think the Cricut would dominate it.
And it could do your font.
I don't really care. My hand's so bad. Like,
oh, got it.
Like my handwriting's so bad. Like I can't even read myself.
Yeah, it could do it. But easily.
I bought a not a cheap handwriting machine, and it's like I could have just bought a Cricut. Like.
Yeah, they're only like $300.
I know.
And they do so much more than just.
I don't care about the rest of the stuff.
But yeah.
So yeah, I used to struggle with that, but when I used to live down the street, I had a rule I wouldn't work at home. So even if I had to come to work, I would walk down here and go to work.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't work. I have a rule. I don't work at home.
Yeah.
I just have learned over the years, like if it can be done, it'll be done tomorrow.
So if an agent calls you at 7 o'clock.
Oh, I have no chance. If they called me at 5:30, I'm not picking up. No way would I pick up that phone call. Why? What can be done at 7 o'clock at night? Is escrow open? Nope. So what are we going to do?
Have you lost a deal because of that?
Never. The only time I will ever take that call if we're already in negotiating and this is them calling to confirm we're doing the deal. That's it. If that's what we're talking about, yes, of course I'll take that call. But that is like 1%. 1%.
Got it.
Most of the time, people will call at that time, and I will literally say, and I've had people like text me, agents text me, blah, 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 and I just be like, I'm sorry, but this is my family time. If you would like to talk about this, I work between 9 and 5. Please give me a call. I will give you a call back at 9 a.m. That's it.
Did you always set that like as the standard?
Yes.
From the beginning?
Not from the beginning. Not when I first started here. But I also didn't have kids. Didn't have a girlfriend. I had no life. The only reason I was able to pull this place off because I had no life. I could work 24/7. I mean, I would wake up at sometimes like when the market was like when we had some really bad months and I couldn't sleep. I'd come down here at 3 a.m. and do mailers to mail out the next day, just because I couldn't sleep. Mm-hmm. But no, like nowadays, if an agent called me at 7:30 at night, not picking up. If they call me at 8:30, I'm not picking up. 8:30 in the morning, I'm not picking up. Why?
Yeah.
There's not. The argument is you set the
Yes.
you set the precedent
Yep.
because you would never call that agent at that time. I would never call an agent.
That's
like
true.
I never would call you at 7:30 to talk about a deal. I want the same respect. Same thing. Same thing with clients. I'm not listen, with a client. If I'm waiting until 7, unless I am calling you to say our offer got accepted, what else could I be calling you about that time?
Yeah.
What am I going to go over request for repairs with you at 7:30 at night? No. Like, and very few of my clients will call me that late because I set the,
Yeah.
and if you don't want to work with me because of that,
Then
we're not meant for each
not
other.
A good fit. Yeah.
like I need to have that break with my family because then that keeps my family life right, which then I'll work 9 to 5. That's it. Like between 9 and 5, 9 to 6. Like tonight, I got to go do something at 6 o'clock for a client. 9 to 6, 8 to 6. Great.
Yeah.
7:30 at night. Oh, hell no. 7 in the morning. Oh, hell no. I would. Nope. But I also am in a position where I can do that.
Yes. And I do think it takes time to get there.
100%.
So I know how big I need my book to be to get there. So I think I'm getting pretty close because that was the point of starting my own business.
For sure.
Also.
Yeah.
Like
to have freedom.
Yes.
Like everyone goes, I want to work for myself so I don't have hours, but then they don't allow themselves to have hours.
Yeah.
Like then they work even more than they did when they had a job.
Yeah.
And they probably aren't making as much money. So it's like, what did we do this for?
Yeah.
Like I want more freedom. Well, you have to force yourself to have the freedom.
Yes, definitely. I agree. And my son's getting older and stuff, so we have had way more family time on weekends and a couple nights during the week because he's 18 and he's a senior in high school. So he's probably going to be leaving to college soon.
Yeah, I remember someone said like from 0 to 18 is like you'll spend 90% of your after your kids turn 18 and move out.
Yeah.
You spend you already hit like 80% of their life you're going to spend with them.
Yeah, isn't that sad?
Because like you think about it, like how often do you see your parents? I mean, I see I try to see my parents. I maybe see them twice a month, and they live 20 minutes from me.
Yeah.
So it's because you get so busy.
Well, I had seen on another podcast, I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Joe Rogan. That let's say the average lifespan for a man is 82, and if your dad's 72, you only have 10 birthdays, 10 Christmas, 10 Easters left with your dad. Like, do you really make the most of that?
Agree.
So that really hit me.
Yeah.
And I love my dad. So.
Do you have scheduled times you see him every week?
Maybe twice a month.
Okay.
But we talk on the phone a couple times a week.
Got it.
Yeah.
When my grandpa was alive, I saw him. We had coffee every Wednesday. So when he died, I was like, everyone's like, you're not upset? I'm like, nah. I mean, I saw him a lot.
Yeah, you made the most of it.
I made the most of it. Like,
yes, and that's all we can do because we have lives too. And
exactly.
Kids now to raise.
That's the hard part is like you get so busy with everything. You don't realize how much time has passed.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe we're already going into November.
I can't believe like this weird Groundhog's Day of COVID. Like, doesn't it feel like it just started, but it's been 3 years?
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's like, what happened there? It's a blur.
I know. We're already going to go to 2024.
Yes. That's insane.
Yeah. So do you listen to a lot of podcasts, read a lot of books, have a coach, mentor?
I listen to various types of podcasts. I read books too. And I don't really have a mentor. I never have.
Do you follow anyone like on YouTube? Do you have any celebrities? Not like, obviously not the Kardashians. I mean, I actually really study the Kardashians. I think they're really...
You do?
Oh, 100%. I don't miss one of their episodes.
Oh, wow.
Everyone should truly look into the Kardashians. They are some of the smartest people in this world.
So when you're watching the show, what do you study?
The way the sisters are like always together, and the way that they all support each other and they all leverage each other to grow bigger.
Yeah, they do.
So like it is your Kim's doing an event, Chloe's there, right? Chloe does an event, Kim's there. They're always posting to each other. Then the mom is like the leader of the tribe, and it's like all these little things that are moving together where it's like by themselves they wouldn't be close to how big they are, but together they're super powerful.
Yeah.
And I don't say that has to be your sisters, but in business you have to find those people that are all kind of different. Like none of them are the same. They're all different. Mm-hmm. And they all stick together and they all have their strengths, but together they leverage each other's brands to grow even bigger. Like that is the number one mistake I think people in our space do, is that it's like, nope, it has to be Adam Swartz Realty Group. Has to be Swartz Realty Group. Has to be my name on it. I have to be the number one agent. I can't be in the shadow of someone. When it's like, really, it's like, can I go find 5 people that all kind of do the same amount? Obviously, like Kim is the leader, right? But like all the rest are pretty close to her.
Yeah.
In following and whatever they do, businesses and whatever. So that is the power together. But if Kim was number one and they all were bums, they wouldn't grow together. But they have all latched on to her and has grown together to then leverage each other to be more successful.
I think
so yes, I pay attention to the Kardashians.
So I think like when it comes to people like you surround yourself with and everything, I've definitely met really good people, and I feel like I pick up on energy a lot, and you can tell not everybody has like an abundance mindset.
For sure.
Not everybody's willing to like give you a tip. I've had people, I won a couple awards my first year in business that I did not expect. I won 3 that year, and being so new with who I was competing against, I did not expect that. And then I had people reach out to me like, oh, let's go to coffee. Like, I want to pick your brain. Like, how did you do what you do? Never turned any of those down. Some of them were the same industry, some of them weren't. But I've never had anybody do that for me.
Of course.
I've had to learn everything the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I really think it's like you get what you give. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I do give a lot. And when it's come back, like when I really need it the most, when I start my own business, like it's come back.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that.
And so, I mean, Grant Cardone says, you know who that is?
Yes.
Okay. Grant Cardone always says, poorest people are the most selfish people in the world, because you can only take care of yourself. And I feel like that is also financially and mindset, is that they're so worried about themselves because they don't have the ability to think of others. When if you're open minded and you have money and you have resources, you have the actual ability to help other people because you're taken care of. And that's the problem in industries or in business. They're so they're just trying to survive. So they don't want to, because they think, well, if I give someone some information,
maybe they're going to take my deal.
They're going to take a deal from me.
Yeah. And
then what does that do for me? And then it goes back to that poor mindset of, and I think some people think poor is just financial when it's also, they almost go hand in hand, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I just think I always like have given a lot, and I'm positive, and I try to see the bright side in people.
So how do you always stay positive when you're running your own business? You know, it's tough.
It definitely is mindset. I listen to like short little tidbits like on YouTube. I like David Goggins, like stuff like that. I think it also has to do with like physical though, right? Like your mind. Like I like to lift weights because that's challenging to me, and that starts off my day good.
Got it.
So that's like my thing.
Got it.
The gym and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, it's not easy. I have quotes I read every night before I wake up and go to bed. But I also like listen to like my Christian podcast, or I play a good song, or I play like something to pump me up before I get to work. But when you own your own business, like you can't have a bad day. Like you better snap out of that real quick, because if you
check yourself? You obviously don't check your work at the door, but do you check a bad day at the door?
I do.
Got it.
Yeah. You have to. You're like in character as soon as you walk in there.
100%.
Yeah, you have to.
I say that to my girlfriend all the time. Like, you have no idea if I had a bad day or not. Like, I was like, we just lost like $400,000 today. Like,
yeah, you have to just keep it moving and stay positive.
You got to check it at the door all the time.
Yeah, you do.
Which sometimes it doesn't happen every time, because sometimes there's some
We're human.
There's some blows that are like, holy crap, it's tough.
Or I do say like, okay, I need a minute right now. Let me go to the room. I change slowly into my house clothes and I come back out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah.
In the perfect world, where would you be in a year?
I would have I do have 2 other licensed agents, but I want one in the office. I don't, just the way the business is going, I don't necessarily think I need a second office space, but I would want a storefront.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want that in a year with the way it's going right now.
Yeah. Do you struggle with bringing? So you say you have 2 insurance people beneath you. Do you struggle trying to bring some people on because you're not marketing? You don't have leads coming in. Do you think you would grow more with more agents if you did that?
I think right now I'm growing more because of the virtual assistant and her picking up all the customer service because I used to wear that hat also. So now I have more time to service a new client. I think right now I'm not in the position where I think that I want to hire someone and make that sacrifice on my own salary.
Got it.
You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. I'm in my bag, got my eyes on the price. You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. I'm in my bag, got my eyes on the price. You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me.
So once the book of business gets so big, like whether it's 2 million or 1.5 million, that's where it's kind of.
Is that your
like,
annual sales?
That's like a point where not sales but premium, and then I get a percentage of that.
Got it.
So
Is the premium always the same?
No. So like if you pay Progressive $2,500 every 6 months, your agent or just Progressive, if you call the 800 number, they're getting X percentage, anywhere from 10 to 15 every time you renew.
So if you do a 1.5 and you're at 10%, then it's
150.
150 a year.
Yeah.
Got it.
But then you also start getting bonuses for people not making claims.
Oh, okay.
You also get bonus for having such a big percentage of clients within that company.
So they give you incentivized to keep putting good people towards them.
Correct. Yeah. So there's different like avenues where you get paid from the.
You don't have to answer this question, but in the perfect world, what would you make a year?
I don't know if I have a number. I used to make 6 figures at my prior carrier, a prior company. I don't know if I really have a number. I've been asked that before, and I don't know the answer because all this is like new to me. Again, I'm first generation.
Yeah.
Like I'm the oldest granddaughter on one side of the family. Like I was the first one to graduate college there, so it's all like new. Perfect world, I would work from 8 to 5 and I would make $250, but employ a lot of people. The business would still be growing. I'd have a couple rental properties. Yeah.
Got it.
Be able to travel once a quarter.
Got it.
Yeah. We love traveling as a family.
Do you?
Yeah, we do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that kind of your how you celebrate or keep you motivated? Do you have like spots at the walls like this is where we're going this year if we sell this much product? Do you like reward yourself that way?
So we have a timeshare, so we always traveled up until like 2 years ago, and then with COVID, and it's hard for me to leave my business.
Yeah, it's hard to check out.
Yes, in January it's going to be the first time I leave for 8 days on that cruise because I'm going to be 40 and I'm like adults only cruise. But my husband always has this running joke with the kids, like I'm vacation Krystal.
Oh.
Is very different than stay at home Krystal.
Got it.
So I'm like, I wish I could be vacation Krystal more often. So.
What, you're more fun?
I don't know. I think I'm always fun to him, but.
I guess not.
I'm more relaxed.
Oh.
Stress free.
So you're on edge a lot? I
am.
Got it.
Yeah. Not with the family stuff, but if something comes up, it's just my personality. Like
Do you get anxiety?
I don't know if I'd call it anxiety. I would call it more like stress.
It's anxiety. Do you worry?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Because I do get stressed out like my to-do list. Like I knock 5 things out, but I add 20. But I'm not like anxiety. I'm just like, fuck it. It is what it is. Like the sun has to go down.
Do you use like a system to keep your to-do list?
Yes. So I have something similar probably like to the realtor world. It's called the CMS, Customer Management System. Do you guys use that acronym?
CMA?
CMS.
Oh, CMS?
You say CMA?
Yeah.
So ours is CMS, a Customer Management System, and everybody
we use CRM.
Okay, so your CRM is my CMS.
Yeah.
So there's a to-do list in the one that I have to pay for every month. And my service rep uses, and it's in there.
Got it.
It's really hard for me to go to digital, though, because I love writing. I love paper, like I journal. But, I mean, then anything happens, I lose that paper. I don't have to ask my husband, like, oh, send me a picture of the Post-it I left on my desk.
Yeah. I wish I'm very not organized.
Oh.
Very not organized. I'm a mess. Like, if people, like, I swear to God, I tell people that all the time when they ask me, I'm like, if you came to my day-to-day, you'd be like, how does shit get done?
Wow.
Like, I have, like, very important people in my phone that I don't know why, but I, like, won't save their number.
Oh my goodness.
I need help.
I think that's a male thing.
Maybe.
If you guys just stop and do it right there, like, it would get easier. I didn't use a digital calendar or any sorts of apps until I started my own business.
Yeah.
Because, like, coming here today, I had that if I had my car, because someone hit me recently and it's in the shop. But if I had my car, your address is there. I just push a button and my car takes me here. Like, I can't even think to punch in your address because I have so much stuff going on in my brain.
Oh, see, I have, like, nothing.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know how you function.
I literally don't.
Like, my gym appointment in the morning is on my calendar.
Like, I'm like, I'll get here.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Literally, like, and I've tried to, like, go that route of, like, scheduling and, like, boom. And, like, I'm just like, nah, not gonna.
Well, your Calendly does it for you.
Yeah, but, like, I just set the podcast. The only reason we do it that way is because I was forgetting to set up podcasts with people. And then I'd forget to put them on my calendar. And then people would show up, and I'd be like,
why are you here?
yeah. Oh, and it reminds them the day before.
It does.
Yes.
How did you know that it canceled? Me.
So,
it canceled me.
No, it canceled everyone today because Jessica was like, I really wish I could see your schedule. And because I use, for some reason, a Google Suite account.
You do too?
It won't, I don't know why, but I need to go into the back end, which I'm terrible at technology. You would think I'm not, but I don't know how to allow her to see it. My schedule.
Got it.
So actually,
you just need to invite her.
I've tried. We've literally invited her. It doesn't work. So honestly, you know what I'm gonna do? They have that what's it called? Skylight calendar or whatever that goes at your house and like pulls everyone's calendars in at one spot, and it's like a screen. It's like a 15-inch screen, and it goes on your wall, and it has like anyone's schedule on there,
wow.
and it's all color coded. And I think it's like $300. But I'm like, if that will cut down on her getting everything I'm doing, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's neat.
Because now that she has her full-time job, like I'm like, okay, is she going here? What's she doing?
City? Like, is everything okay? We as a family,
because she's like calling me right now, and I'm like, I'm in a podcast. You know what I mean?
She doesn't know.
She knows that you're coming on today.
Oh,
obviously, she doesn't know what time, but
yes.
So it's just like that, where it's like trying to get that together, you know. But for me, like I just trying to kind of go with the flow.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I just kind of like go with whatever.
I'm too in control for that.
Yeah, I don't have any. Swear to God.
There's something called Time Tree, though, that everybody in our house has a cell phone. My 3 kids, so my husband too. So that app texts us.
Oh.
So if somebody has a doctor's appointment, we even take a picture of the mail or card from the doctor, put it in there, throw it away. My daughter's like, I have a dentist appointment tomorrow when she's at school. See, so everybody knows what's going on with them.
And does it put it on everyone's calendar?
Yes, it does.
Automatically?
Yes.
Wow.
On the Time Tree app calendar, then you opt in if you want it to go to your Apple Calendar or your Google.
See, I think Skylink is the same way.
Birthday parties are on
like,
there.
I think it's like an app, and then it's like, but it also has one at your house.
That's neat.
That's like a picture frame. It's like 15 inches, and then you can have like...
Is it touchscreen?
Yes. So it's touchscreen, and then you could put like grocery lists on there.
Cool.
So say like you're out of something, like your kids say you're out of milk.
Yeah.
You can add it, and then you there's an app on your phone.
Got it.
So when you go to the store, you can just go on there and see like, oh, this is what we need at the house.
Yeah, like we have a randomly shared Apple list on everybody's phone.
Got
groceries.
it.
Like I'm at the grocery store in 20 minutes. Put on what you want.
Mm.
Yeah.
All these things now.
I know, really.
Our parents had it easy.
Yes.
I wish we could go back then.
Yeah. Well, my son went to his last high school football game just to go see the last game, and they text us like, parents, the game is over in 10 minutes. Please make your way to pick up your kids.
Oh, really?
And I was like, wow, he can't even lie and say, oh, the game lasted long. I'm gonna go to a party.
They text you?
Yep. They
Really?
text me and my husband. They text the entire school parents.
Really?
And say, the game will be over in 10 minutes. The score is blah, blah. Please make your way to pick up your kids.
Wow. Man, that sucks.
So you can't even like lie and be like, oh, I'm going to a party. Yeah. I was like, wow. We really know everything about him.
Do you do a lot of like past client parties and stuff?
I don't. So funny you asked that, because this year I was thinking that I wanted to do something for my referral sources. Not clients yet, because there's kind of a lot of them and they're all spread out. Mm-hmm. But my referral sources are in a couple surrounding cities, and I kind of wanted to do like a headshot for them.
A what?
A headshot. Like I know a photographer,
yeah,
so if they want to do a new headshot.
Got it.
But I didn't know like what is really appealing to them right now. So I was going to think about
alcohol.
Really?
I have no idea.
Okay.
For me, that's something we're like, I told myself, like, I'm terrible at past clients.
Okay.
Just, I feel weird.
I know people do like holiday shoots.
Yeah.
Or they do pumpkin giveaways.
So
pies.
next year we're gonna start doing like, I'm just gonna hire an event coordinator to be like, go out and plan an event and invite everyone. Like, I don't want anything to do with it. Here's your budget. Handle it. Call people. Just because I know I'm not gonna do it, and I feel really, I don't know. I feel because I'm like a dude. I feel really weird calling past clients for some reason, unless they're like my like really good friends and we're what. But like people who I kind of knew, I feel really weird. I don't know why.
How funny.
Because I feel like women like, hey, how's the kids doing? They're like, I can't call. I can't make that call.
If you ask about
hey, how's your kids doing? Be like, none of your business, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I really struggle with that. Like, I really do. That's something I wish I could do a better job at that.
That'll be good for next year. Maybe you could do something spring so you don't need to wait as long.
Well, that's why I want to do like once a quarter.
Oh, once a quarter.
Once a quarter, and then that's going back to the partnership. Like, I would love to be like, oh, okay, cool. Let's split. Like, you invite your clients, I'll invite mine. Say it costs us $5,000, you split 25, I'll split 20. Like, because like we all know we need to do it, but when you eat the whole cost, when I could subdivide it out to other people, like,
yes,
why not?
Big time.
You know,
and people appreciate that.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Oh, not the realtors, your past clients. They will appreciate
will
that.
They?
Yes.
I have no idea.
I've seen people like just be grateful that their realtor gave them like an ice chest.
I send out birthday cards and put $10 Starbucks cards in it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But it's just interesting. Like, I know someone else that does it. This girl who's an agent out in Rancho. She always gets people to like post her and tag her on Instagram. Never.
That's true.
I never get a tag on Instagram. And I don't know if it's because, like, I'm a dude, like, I'm a man. And, like,
maybe you're right.
I'm telling you, women do not understand. Women in our space, lenders, title, escrow, realtors, whatever, insurance, like, you guys don't process. You get that nugget that unless you're like a husband-wife team or people know your wife, and it is a space that's very hard to tap into.
That's true. Now that you said that.
Because, one, dudes aren't going to tag another dude. Thanks for the birthday card. We don't do that.
Yeah.
And if someone's wife isn't going to tag me, you know, it's these things. It's weird. It is something that's weird.
You're right.
You know?
Think about that. That makes a lot of sense.
It does.
So have your assistant do it. Right?
No, I'll just get an event coordinator because she has her own job.
Got it.
We don't.
Well, I meant have your assistant maybe send out the birthday card also, like signed Adam and blah, blah. So you get tagged.
Maybe.
Like Adam.
But no one's ever met her.
Got it.
She lives in Tennessee.
She'll just say I'm part of the team.
Yeah, but she lives in Tennessee.
Part of Adam's team.
How are we gonna? She's gonna sign a card, mail it to me.
She mails it straight there.
Oh, okay. I'll ask her.
Yeah.
I don't know if she wants me to add more things to her to-do list.
Yeah, true. That's your TC.
She's my full-time assistant.
Got it.
She does everything for me. That's why I have the ability to do nothing.
Got it.
She schedules everything, updates clients, puts everything on, handles all transactions completely. I have one job only. Solve every big problem that comes up. Go meet more people. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
That's a good problem.
Yeah. You'll get there. Yeah. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even check my email today.
Yeah. Does she?
Yeah, she responds as me.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. And then she doesn't know the answer. She'll text me.
Got it.
And then sometimes I respond, sometimes I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you a big texter or no?
I am.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. You're not?
Not at all. You text me, I'll call you.
Oh, got it. I'd rather text.
Like, look at that text group with me, you, and Des. Like, what I write, like, maybe, like, 2 texts.
Yeah.
3 texts. Like I am now. I will pick up the phone and call someone.
So you like to call.
I'm a call guy.
Got it.
Yeah. There you learn a lot about marriage.
Yeah.
Did you like me the first time you met me? You can be honest. No.
Okay.
That's okay.
You didn't really talk.
When did I meet you the first time?
What did we do at like a brewery around here?
Oh, was that the YPN party?
But I didn't really engage with you. But I'm like, okay.
You know why I don't like?
But of course, I'm not going to talk to people's boyfriends either. Like,
see, isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
Like, I go there with my friends. I go back with my girlfriends.
I don't like those groups. I'm very bad at like networking.
Got it.
Very bad at it. Jessica saved me so much.
Oh, that's
dating her, people
good.
are like, well, he must be nice. Like, she's dating him. And we like her. So, yeah.
I feel like, not you personally, even like me, I feel like people don't really like know us until they talk to us a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, like I don't really smile that much, but I'm professional. Like I know my business. Like if you send me a client, like the job is gonna get done.
Well, and two, like for me, it's like I'm there like like sometimes I'm off. Like if I had to go to something tonight, it's like I've been podcasting all day. Like I'm not in the mood now to like talk to people, you know? And then it's like I'm so direct with people, and it's just the way I speak and the way I am that sometimes it's taken so like out of context or whatever. And then it's like, oh yeah, he was a jerk. And it's like, and I'm like, I was just like having a conversation. Like I'm not trying to be that. Like it's just.
Yeah, or not everybody can handle that.
Yeah, they can't handle that directness.
Yes.
It can't, like before the podcast, you wanted to say something bad about something, and you're like, well, I don't, and I'm like, you could say you don't like it. Like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to sugarcoat it.
Got it. Yeah.
Where I'm like, no, I don't like that. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's okay. Like, no, I don't like that.
Yeah. That's good.
Because it's like, what's the point? What am I trying to sugarcoat anything for you?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It saves everybody's time. I mean,
100%.
Beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the best way for people to find... Now, let me ask. What do you think makes you different than everyone else? Why should people work with you? This is my plug for you.
The service.
Okay.
And the speed. It used to be way quicker. I used to be able to get like evidence of insurance to realtors and lenders like within 15 minutes.
Yeah, but that's not your fault.
Yes, it's not. It's the market. Thank you. But it's definitely the service. I get a lot of calls right now that no one even follows up. I'm not a follow-up person. I'm not a pushy salesperson. But if you ask me to reach out to you in 3 days to remind you, I'm going to remind you.
What's your script for that?
No script.
You don't have a script?
No, I do. You know how you said that the office-y thing and like logistics? I'm really big. That was my degree. So I am big on SOPs. So I have the scripts for someone to read, but I'm just me.
I started struggling with that too. So I started going like, I just put in everyone's, like, when would you like me to call you back?
Got it.
And then they go like, Wednesday. Okay, what time on Wednesday works for you? 12. Awesome. And then I like...
Got it.
Because I hate bugging people, so it's like, okay, they gave me permission to call at that time, and then my next follow-up is like, if for some reason we don't connect on Wednesday, is it okay I call you the next day at 12 too? Yes. All right. Just so you know, I will keep calling you every day until, because I really want to make sure we get this done. And they're like, okay. So now that like gives myself permission to call.
Where is this reminder in your brain?
Just in my head.
So you have like 20 of these going on in there.
For sure.
Okay, so I do say something along the lines like, I'll shoot you a text once I know they like to text.
Got it.
I'll shoot you a text like Wednesday at 10 a.m. because at that point, you know how you said, how are you at all these events?
Yeah.
I'm already blocking out my time. I'm not going to be available till 10 a.m. because I have a morning meeting, not till 1 p.m. Like, oh.
So do you check your schedule first?
While I'm talking to them. I have 3 monitors.
Me too. Okay, I got two big ones.
Got it.
One, but it's like 49 across.
So right there, I always have my calendar. I'm like, oh, so this. I always figure you're going to be okay to talk because you're calling me on your lunch break. So like one, because you're buying a house, like you work.
Hopefully.
So I'm like, okay, I'll call you Wednesday at 12:30. Does that work? I'll send you a text. Call me back when you can. I'll be available till 4 that day. If not, next day 10 to 3.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
I double book myself all the time.
All
the time. I say yes so fast. Like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then I'm like, oh shit.
I used to do that, but then I realized like it's not good for me because then I'm stressing out like who am I going to keep, who am I going to move, and why.
I just cancel I just in my head I'll process really quick which one's most important.
Got it. Yeah. I do that when it happens.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you close escrow on Friday, you close next Wednesday. I'm calling you first.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So you call people right after they close escrow?
Not me. My service rep does.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I used to do that.
Really?
Be like, oh, did you get your packet? Okay, let me know if you have any questions. If you have any claims, take pictures, this and that.
That's something else I wish we could do a better job, but it goes back to the same follow-up. That's weird. Like, I would love to go to, like, closings with, like, balloons and flowers and that stuff, but, like, it's just weird because I'm a dude.
It is.
See?
You would have to have a team go.
I'd have to have, like, women go and do it. I could not do that. Yeah. See the thing that women do not understand?
Yeah,
that you can, like, go give a gift. You could pop by and give the wife flowers. Like, I can't. I'm not giving the dude flowers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then what do you give?
Nice check.
We used to do champagne, but then I used to have clients that didn't drink, and then that was kind of
weird.
Yeah. So then you're asking, like, when do you throw the follow-up card? Like, do you drink or?
I know because I do know a lot of realtors. I know other realtors give out like questionnaires, like early on.
Early on, yeah.
Like, what are your kids into? Like, where's the favorite place you vacation? What's your favorite color?
I struggle with that.
So then you'll give them a nice little bundle. Like, oh, they love candles.
Sure.
Do you drink? No.
Perfect.
Do you like white?
But then that's
wine?
weird. I also think that's weird coming from a man.
Maybe it doesn't need to be a form. Maybe just send them like a Google. You know that Google form?
Oh, I have job form.
Yes.
I have job form. I love job form.
Like, oh, can you take a second and fill this out?
Yeah. But all these people you're talking about are women, aren't they?
Yeah.
Thank you.
They are.
It is a struggle that people do not, women will be like, oh, it's so easy to be a man. But it's like, we also struggle with that soft touch.
Yeah. Well, I think obviously, like, we can't do anything about gender, right? Like, that's society. Like, we're going to struggle to work as hard as you, but we're never going to make more money than you.
I think women can make more money than us. Are you kidding me?
In certain industries. Like, we're never going to be the CEO of X company, but you're going to get it just because you're you.
That's not true.
Okay.
Let's not. That is not true.
We have to have babies. We have to go on maternity leave.
That's true. Listen, there's liabilities that come with women.
Yes. So you guys have like the hard touch. We have the emotional touch.
Agree.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah. Like, I'm okay. Like, the funny thing is I don't go like, oh, poor me. Like, I have built my business around being, I'm serious. Like, I'm not the fun. I'm not going to pop by your birthday and like, like, you call me when shit's in the fan, I'll fix it.
Do you send like a birthday text or anything?
I send cards.
Okay, neat.
I have cards. So I have like a stack of cards, and then I always go and buy like $200 worth of Starbucks cards, and they'll just be in my desk, and then I'll see someone's birthday come up, and I'll just really quick sign it, send it out. Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
And then 4 times a year, we'll send out like 13-page CMAs on what the house is worth, plus like what I think the market's doing. And then we throw in some like $500 gift cards if you buy with us or what. We'll send that out. And then Christmas, we'll do wrapping paper and like scissors and tape, and it'll say like a card. It'll say like.
How do you get that to them?
Last year I paid my mom to do it.
Got it.
Because like I don't want to do it. Yeah. So I pay a runner to go do it.
Yeah.
So I'll pay my mom or I'll pay someone else, but like those only go to like my top like 20 clients or clients that are in this area. Like it won't go like, my clients in San Diego or something.
Bear.
Yeah, no, it won't go that far.
Got it.
Just because it's time versus value.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Nice.
So like that's why we need to throw the client appreciation events next year for sure.
That'll be good.
Things like that. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Look at you. You were nervous to do this.
I was.
How'd you do?
I liked it.
Yeah? You gonna start your own podcast?
It's so funny because me and my sister said that we wanted to start one last year, but I kind of really do. I always just, like I said, people ask me something, I'm like a resource. So I'm like, I really feel like I should interview all the women around me too.
Yeah.
Like that are doing things,
doing stuff.
Yeah, like business or how did it go from going from like being your own business owner or being a realtor to working? Yeah. Right? Because that's happening now. Or just balancing life.
Going back to like real jobs?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're going to lose a lot of realtors that you work with?
I feel like the other day I was thinking, oh, so-and-so, like I haven't heard from so-and-so. Let me shoot him a text. But I was thinking it's the industry, right? Like they've pulled back. It's not that they're not referring me. It's just that they may not have something to refer right now. Yeah. But
so how often are you touching your agents how often do you touch your agents that send you business?
The ones that do?
Well, like if they're not have
once a quarter, but I always just check in. I really feel like with all my referral sources, I have like a pretty good relationship. Like I've known them for a long time. Even the ones that I've met like within the last year, like I'm just me. And I'm just helpful, and it's like just organic. Do
people come to you like because you've been around? Like, do agents come to you going like, "Hey, what should I be doing?" Does anyone reach out to you for that?
Like insurance agents?
No. Like realtors.
Just what should they be doing in the insurance part of the process?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, make sure this. Like I spoke over at another brokerage recently, and it's just they weren't even aware of the process going on right now with insurance.
They didn't know that there's such a struggle.
They didn't know how early you should start on.
Like
because
right away?
it's really changing. Like as soon
Not
as
like
you
the
open
day before
escrow.
closing?
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's like they didn't know the fair plan needs this and that. Like it's just the process, you know? Yeah.
Well, the hard part is if you're not doing a lot of transactions, you just don't know.
Yes.
You just don't, like if you do one, if you haven't done one in a long time,
You're
you
not gonna know
you have
this
no
is-
idea. Yeah. Totally makes sense.
Yeah.
So why once a quarter? Why not sooner than that?
The time.
Do you think this VA might save up some time for you to do that?
I think it will.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously me. Like I don't want her checking in. Like it needs
Yeah.
to be me. Like, cause I'm grateful that you send me the business,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, I just don't have the time. Yeah.
My advice is sooner.
Really?
100%. Especially right now.
Like once a month?
I was talking to my title rep, and he was losing some business, and I said, you want to know what the number one thing you should do? And he's like, what's that? I'm like, take a Saturday, call all your big clients, and just be like, hey, how are you doing? That's it. No, like, where's the business? Just how are you doing? Because like,
Why Saturday?
because they're available.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're available, and they're not expecting that call.
Got it.
They're not expecting a business call from you.
See, and for me, not because of the time, I'm so used to the text.
For sure.
So
But then if you send a call, it
calls
means
better.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because right now, who you're going to lose business to is the person, because you're not touching them as much, because they're not referring as much business,
Yeah.
that allows more time to come through. That's why it's hard in real estate. Like I might go 8 years between doing a deal with someone. So how do I stay in contact with them for 8 years? Like I've lost clients because, and I've seen it on Facebook, and it's like, oh, well, their best friend became a realtor. Like I'm not going to get that deal.
You can't compete with
like
that.
that was like someone who I knew, a friend of a friend, then their best friend became a realtor. Like I would never have a chance of keeping that deal.
Yeah.
Like that's impossible, especially on the buy side. Like it was like, hey, they probably were like, I saw this house on Zillow, or what, like I'm never gonna get that deal. Like I already I know that stuff. So that's the hard part for us is like, how do you stay in front of someone for 8 years,
Yeah.
10 years, 12 years, 15 years, like before they do another transaction?
It would be those member appreciation events.
Exactly. That's what we gotta start doing them. But for you, like that's what I was like right now. The reason why people are working with other people is because they don't feel like appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough right now.
Yeah.
So
It definitely is.
what's the best way people get a hold of you?
Calling the office or texting, because the office number can text.
Got it.
And our website, if you go to our website, there's a number on there that calls the office directly. I would say social media to find out videos and like information, but if you send me a DM, like I'm not going to see it for a day.
You don't check your DMs?
I don't have alerts on.
Oh, only thing I have is DMs.
You could do that.
Yep.
I don't need that. So I don't.
You get that many?
I don't like turn it on.
You got that many DMs going?
I get
Are you a
people, like-
scroller?
No.
You're not a scroller.
No.
Me neither.
Like if you're in my window when I open my phone, like to do my postings for the day, then I get to see you. Like
That's why you don't like any of my posts. Makes sense.
Really?
I have no idea. I don't
So
even
if
look.
you're not there, then I never see it because
Yeah.
I don't go back on the weekend and scroll for hours.
You're not a
like
scroller.
that's when I spend time with my kids
100%.
or my husband.
I like your
you know?
style.
I never had social media until COVID.
Really?
Never in my life.
I never
MySpace,
until I got into
Facebook.
baseball or got into real estate, sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So until COVID, because I'm like, how am I going to meet new people? How am I going to put out information?
It's a
I
very
thought-
powerful tool.
It is. It definitely is.
Like it's like if you're not now it's like the new business card because people will Google your name.
Oh yeah.
I tell people all the time, like if you got to Google your name, just Google it and see what first comes up. Like that's the one thing you should be focusing on most.
Yes. Big time.
Because if people click on your page and they don't see you doing anything and you haven't posted in 4 months, like
Yeah. And I don't post a lot, but I do a lot of stories. So I think I need to work on that.
100%.
Okay.
Biggest thing I would say is like keep the posts on brand and then the stories are like
Personal.
more about your life. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's what we do. That's how I mean I don't know if it's right or wrong or whatever, but like big moments will go on there. But like I don't post like today I gotta go to my new office and I'll like shoot a video, but that won't be a post. They'll just be like new office coming together.
Yes. Got it.
You know.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
That's a good tip.
You gonna start a podcast now?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Should I?
Why not?
Yeah.
I enjoy them.
Yeah, they're fun.
I had one earlier today. It was like a CEO of a guy, and he's doing all this stuff and blah, blah. Like, I would never have that conversation with someone.
Yeah, true.
It's like it just opens up your window of who you talk to. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it does.
And it gives you. Our other podcast we're starting is going to be called 100K Agent, and I'm only going to have agents on to talk about how they step by step made their first 100K in the industry.
Oh, neat.
No like fluff and no story.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're going to come in here. It's going to be under 30 minutes. How did you make your first 100K?
That's neat.
You know,
Yeah.
Done. In and out, bang it out, done. Teach people how to do it.
That's really good because before I quit, I used to listen to this podcast called Agency Freedom.
Got it?
And it's a guy that left a farmer's and started his own agency. I would listen to his episodes like every day.
Yes,
and it's giving tips that you need
Yeah.
like, to be successful.
That's the only reason I made it in this
Yeah.
career was a guy named Joshua Smith out of Arizona.
Podcast.
He had a podcast, yeah.
Wow.
And then he had a university, and I paid $2,000 of money I didn't have to join it, and that made
And
me.
look at you now.
And you know, it's funny. Now me and him are friends.
Oh, wow.
Like, I've been on his podcast. I've spoken to his office. Like, it's you know,
That's neat. That's the power of that podcast.
power of that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate you.
Thank you for
You're gonna be on
having
YPN
me.
next year?
I don't know.
No.
Should I? I think I'm going to do rec. I think I'm aging out of YPN.
You're only
Is there an
40.
age cutoff?
Did you see at the party? You're the second youngest compared to me.
If there's only 2 events, I'm in.
It's only 2.
Okay, I'm in.
That's what I told Annette. If it's
Yes.
4 calls a year,
Yes.
2 events, done.
Okay, then.
And they're already booked before the year starts, done.
Yes.
I don't want monthly calls. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not
it's
calling
tough.
places or nothing. Yeah.
And that's your only committee, right?
Of course. Well, I didn't want to do that.
I have 2 other ones, so that's why it's a lot.
What's your other 2?
Rec committee
Oh, what does that do?
has all like the fun stuff. Like installation, we go to Del Mar, we go
Oh, you
wine
did the Del Mar
tasting.
people. Yeah. Okay.
And then what was the other membership?
Oh. What do you do on membership?
Membership, you greet the new realtors
Oh.
and give them their stuff, have them sign in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Maybe I should go on membership.
You should go on membership.
Why?
You meet a lot of people in one day.
Oh, okay, cool. Guys, make sure you go follow her. If you need insurance, hit her up. Agents, go hit her up.
you.
If you have any questions about her, no, not DM her. Sorry. I know people say Instagram. Go on her website, call, text. We'll have her information below. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Till next time. Peace, guys.